Welcome to the A&7 channel. I'm John Einslin, and I want to talk a little bit about using plain off-the-shelf LED bulbs for photography and video. It's a topic brought up by DSLR Video Shooter, and I think it's pretty important, not just so we can, reuse or adapt our existing CFL systems to something that's a little bit more modern and a little bit more robust, but also because sometimes we simply need a standard light bulb to install in existing fixtures, and we want to be able to use that in a video shoot or a photography shoot, that sort of thing. And so a few months ago, I actually set out to test this exact thing, but instead of going online and trying to find really high-powered LEDs, I wanted to see what was available just at the local hardware store. That's going to be, the most accessible. If you're in a pinch, that's going to be the only option because you need something that's local. And generally, they're actually pretty affordable now. And the quality is getting better every year. So I tested about 4 major brands. I only selected the ones that claim to have a CRI of 90 or above. Store brand, Philips, Cree, and GE. What really surprised me is that, of course, working with CFL lights for many, many years in a video situation, we always had to plug in the lights, turn them all on, let them warm up for 10-15 minutes before we could start filming because, of course, the color temperature shifted. Well, unfortunately, LEDs do the exact same thing. They shift both in brightness and in color temperature. When you first turn them on, they have a lot more yellow component to them, regardless of the color temperature, which was really bizarre to me. But the brightness also drops as they warm up. But yeah, of all the bulbs that I tested, one brand kind of stood out as the leader in terms of color reproduction, especially for skin tones. And that's the GE line of light bulbs. And it's important to note that the GE Relax and Refresh bulbs are not the same as the GE Reveal line of bulbs. The Reveal brand is what they started back in the incandescent days. And I was always a big fan of those because it kind of cut out a little bit of the yellow of an incandescent bulb. Unfortunately, that does not carry over to their LED bulbs. They've kept the brand name, but the quality is definitely not there. GE's new line of HD lights, the Refresh and the Relax for cool white and warm white, are a lot better quality, both in terms of light output, they're much brighter at the same wattage, and in terms of color rendition. I've been using these for a couple months now for photography and a little bit of video. I'm shooting with them right now, actually, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're looking for something off the shelf and fairly affordable, these are actually going to be cheaper per, watt output than some of the higher output ones that you can find online. With these, they're about 14 watts of LED power. They come in packs of 2 for 20 bucks. So that's 10 bucks for 14 watts instead of, say, $50 for 50 watts. So if you have a softbox bank that includes multiple sockets, you can still get a ton of light output. And it's going to cost you less than $100 to retrofit a lot of your CFL systems, which is really cool. So I hope that's helpful, and happy shooting.